Good morning, everybody. How we all doing? TikTok, good morning. YouTube, good morning. What is the word, y'all? What is the word? Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a nice weekend. Did anybody do anything worthwhile this weekend? Anything worth mentioning? Doing good today. Doing good today. Checking all my numbers. All right, let's see what we got. We got Canva. We got Instagram. We got TikTok. Connected to YouTube. Connected to TikTok. All right. What's going on, YouTube? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. TikTok is connected. All right. Yeah, pretty solid. It adds up. It adds up. It all adds up. Slowly but surely. Yeah, pretty solid. Let's go check out Canon rumors and alpha rumors, see what's going on. Daily inspiration, thank you for the follow, appreciate that. Good morning, good morning. How are you guys? Having a little breakfast. Hey man, what's up, buddy? How are you? Hello, hello. Nothing new. Let's go to Sunny Alpha. I'm doing pretty good. How are you? Likewise, good to be seen. $7.2, okay. A new Sure lens is coming out. What do you think is more richer, Batman or Iron Man? I don't know. Which mics do you recommend for talking head videos between the following? I don't know. You'd have to test them to see what you like. I think I have both dynamic condensers and wireless mics. I use them all like differently, you know? I don't know what this is. Is this? I think this is a dynamic mic. I forget. I've tried all three of them, but I can't remember. Like, I use them all very differently. Yeah, so this mic right here, this is the one that I'm using right now. This is a dynamic mic. I think this is probably my best sounding one. And then I also have a Rode pod mic. USB. Yeah, I have one of these right here. This is another dynamic mic. These are probably my best sounding mic. So I would say dynamic. I'm looking Canon travel camera. If I drop on, regret, I think. Well, drop one? Like you want to drop it? I wouldn't be dropping your camera. What's up, y'all? How are you? Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. Yeah, this one I had to EQ it, so there's still some, you know, I can make some improvements on it. Brother, what's up, brother? Just got a 6400. What's good versatile lens you could recommend? Depends on what you're doing, man. The 18 to 50 is really nice. Also the Tamron 17 to 70, those are really nice. How are you connecting your mic to the camera? Is it connected direct to no, this is going to the PC. Oh, probably the R6V, bro. I would probably recommend the R6V for sure. Do you want to do photos or video? If you want to do video, I would do the R6V. I would do this camera right here. If you want to do photo, I would do the EOS R50, this camera right here. I would do body only. It doesn't have IBIS. No IBIS. I would just use the R5 too. Well, don't drop it. Both has IBIS. Yeah, those are all great cameras. They're cheaper though, but they're not much smaller than your R5 Mark II. If you're looking for like the best camera, I would probably do like the R6. You know what? The original R6 is pretty affordable. The original R6 is pretty cheap too. Let's look at that. Yeah, look, you can get the R6 for like under $1,500. This is a crazy good price. It's not the newest camera because they have the R6 Mark III. That one's about, if you can afford it, then get the newest one. But if you're looking for something cheap, yeah, this is pretty good. This has the IBIS, it has the photo, it has the video, it's a great camera too. Really good camera. Any rumors for third-party lenses for Canon? Tamron is coming out with a new lens. And it's pretty good too. This lens right here. Pastor Brian, what camera do you have, then? Chester, what's up, Chester? Video is cool. You're late, bro. You're late. We're gonna watch it live, dude. Yo, Chester, I posted a video last night about the R6V, the newest camera. Obviously, it's gonna do well, but I woke up this morning. I posted it like at 10 p.m., went to bed. I woke up this morning. I had like my whole channel had blown up with comments, not on that one video. Anyways, I'm sharing this with you because I feel like the algorithm is finally like finding the audience. You know what I mean? Finding the audience that like get my videos to get commented on. Which camera is good for video, 67 or R50V? Both of them are fine. Can you load a LUT in the camera and let's see how it looks in this? I don't have any LUTs for this camera right here. I sold it for 800. I had it before, but I feel like the autofocus is kind of not impressed. I loved it, dude. I sold my Canon R6 already, but you know, I probably wouldn't have sold it. I sold mine. I traded mine for a new camera. I traded my camera for this camera. This is the C50. So I had an R6 and I traded it for this. I have the Canon R50V. I'm not impressed by the lenses that I'm using. What lenses are you using? I just sold my R7. Daily inspiration. I just sold my R7. I just made a YouTube video about it last week, couple weeks ago. It's on my YouTube channel about the R7, but I just sold it. I didn't like the R7, dude. I prefer the R5 Mark II. If the R7 Mark II might come out, probably not this year, maybe next year. And if they address some of the issues that I thought existed with the R7, I think I'll buy it again. The R7 Mark II. Select only one, 67 or R50V. 67. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pastor Brian, what are you not impressed with, boy? Like what specifically? I am using the Sigma zoom. What's wrong with them? Those are great lenses, dude. What do you need it to do that it doesn't do? I don't think the RP has IBIS. Does the RP have IBIS? Yeah, so I mean, what are we talking about? And one lens for overall is the Sigma 18-50 is nice. I like the 18-50. There is a new well, not a new lens, I should say. It's an older lens for Sony that I think is really good too. It's the this one, the new Tamron. So this lens is this Tamron 17-70 is quite nice. f2.8. This has IS too. I want a prime lens with f1.2. Get the you know what's affordable that I picked up that I liked, Pastor Brian? It was I think I already mentioned it, but the where is it? The 45 millimeter, dude. Why don't you get the Sigma primes? The Sigma primes are f1.4. Like, the thing is, like, you don't need f1.2. What do you need f1.2 for? This right here, this 45 f1.2 is pretty great, dude. Also, if you don't like the you can get EF glass, Pastor Brian. All you need is an adapter. No, I only have EF RF glass. RF and some Sony glass. That's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Let's Luca. What's up, Let's Luca? How are you? What's better for video, R6 III or the R6 II? I think it depends. The 45 megapixels on the R5 is really incredible. The R6 III does have some more like advanced photo features, video features, the open gate, the 7K. Both of them can shoot in RAW, which is really impressive. If I had to pick one, I would choose probably the R5 II video. It's really nice, dude. Really, really nice. Both of them can shoot in RAW too, so, you know. I would like to take the R6V, a drop in VND Mikey, and 1835 and a 50 to 100 1.8. Do you think it will reduce the quality of my service? What? Political analyst, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I got MPBA 50 for Sigma 105. That's a pretty nice price. Your thoughts about gas? Gear acquisition syndrome, very real. It could be very real. I think though, as long as you're not going into debt and still getting hired and doing paid gigs, buy whatever you want, man. Yeah, buy whatever you want. That's my thinking. Also, guys, my Instagram yesterday, we made it to 2,000 followers, guys. We did it. 2018 followers. I got one video that did well. Is the difference big with the stack sensor and video compared to the R6 III sensor? Yeah, the thing is that I don't really use the R6 III for video. Truthfully, I don't even use the R5 II for video that much either. Because I have dedicated video cameras. But if I had to do video on just one camera, I would choose the R6, the R5 II. Excuse me. Let's Luca, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Both of them are great, though. Both of them are great. The R6 III is really nice, but I guess we have to really understand like the limitations of our gear. You know what I mean? I often find that people really want one camera to do the best of everything. And the reason I believe that the reason people want to have that like feeling and that thought for their cameras is because they're so freaking expensive. Like an R6 Mark III is $3,000 and $2,700, whatever. Because that's a lot of money. And for that a lot of money, or that perceived amount of money being a lot of money, we want it to be like we want it to be good with everything. But the reality is, in the camera space, $3,000 is just getting you into the conversation. You need to start talking about like $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 cameras for it to be like really, really impressive. But once you get into those like prices, typically cameras really start to like separate themselves into like proper video cameras and proper photo cameras. So there's like a delineation right there at that price point. So even if you go up to $4,000, $5,000 cameras, you still want it to be good at everything. But the problem is that at that price point, they really start to differentiate themselves for their use cases. They're very specialized pieces of equipment. So, and I say all that to say that in the hybrid world, I would say that the R5 Mark II is still more of a photo camera. It does great video, but it doesn't have an integrated fan. So at that like raw codecs, it's gonna overheat on you over time. So it's not an easy problem. You know, one of the reasons why I do this and like do these lives is so that I can actually like sit with you guys and try to answer these complex questions and try to help you guys make decisions, and help myself, you know, think of content ideas and stuff like that. So what's dual ISO? Dual ISO is the ISO level at which the sensor and the camera like computationally cleans up the image and reduces the noise. That's what dual base ISO. So for example, on my Canon R6V, it has a dual base ISO of 800 and 6400. So going past 800, it starts to get grainy, and then once you hit 6400, it cleans up again, and then it gets noisier in between and after those. Mm-hmm. You started streaming early today? Yeah, I went to bed around like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. So I got up a little bit earlier today. Got up a little bit earlier. Have you tried the EF glass? I don't own any EF lenses, so no, I haven't. I have not. It's gonna work great though. It's gonna work great. It should work exactly the same as the R6 III, as any other RF glass. The problem that I see with the converting glass, EF glass to RF glass, is some people use like off-brand converters. I would recommend the Canon converters. Don't understand your answer. I don't understand your question, Kevin Leo. Shot by Vaughn, thank you for the heart me, appreciate it. Yeah, Kevin Leo, I don't understand your question. I would like to take the R6V, a drop-in VND, Mikey, and 18 to 35 and 50 to 150 1.8. Do you think it will reduce the quality of my service? Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand what you're asking me. Shots by Vaughn Wheeler. Hello. Long time no see indeed, buddy. What you been up to, man? Working hard, I hope. Working hard. Getting paid. My computer's acting funny right now. It's like glitchy for some reason. Oh, Jesus Christ. Did you deliver that video, Chester, to that influencer? Indeed, things started to look up. Nice, bro. That's nice, man. That's how it starts, man. When it rains, it pours, man. When it rains, it pours. Slowly over time, you'll just get more and more busy. That you'll need to be ready for it. It comes at the least, the moment you least expect it. Galo Gonzalez. Thanks. I also noticed that the histogram disappears when recording. Is there no fix for that? I think there's probably going to be a patch. But did you check all the settings? Did you check all the settings? Because I did notice that as well. Yeah, the histogram does disappear. I thought there was a setting for that. We would have to check the menus and see if there was a thing for that. Shooting info display. Lens info display. Yeah, I noticed that myself. I bet you they're going to fix that in a firmware update. It should get fixed. I'd have to look into it, but yeah, I did notice that as well, that it does go away. But typically, I don't really use my histogram actively once. I just use it to set up the shot, really. Set up the shot. But it is a problem. It is a problem. Also, I use zebras, zebras as well. Where are you from, bro? Are you Filipino? I'm from planet Earth, Jason. Mine hasn't arrived yet. I just noticed it from one of your vids. Oh, got it. Well, I appreciate you watching the vid. Yeah, I did. When is yours coming in, Galo? Yeah, I thought that I could fix that. I know my C50 can fix it, but yeah, it does disappear. Do you use the histogram when you're actively recording? Did you get the new I did. I got the new R6V. Yes, I did. Is it an R6 Mark III with a fan or a C50 with a smaller cooler and IBIS? It's a R6 Mark III with a fan and no viewfinder. Definitely. Yeah, it's more. That's actually a good video topic right there. Thank you for that. That's a good video title. That's actually really good. I'm going to make that video. Is it a R6 with a fan or a C50 with IBIS? Yeah, no, it's more of an R6 III with no viewfinder. Zero connection. What's up, buddy? How often do you recommend updating the firmware of your camera body? Haven't updated since March this year. I update my firmware every time there's a new update, but I wait about 2 weeks after the update has been released. So anytime there's a new firmware, I definitely update it, but I don't do it the second it drops. What do you think of the R3? I've never used the R3. The R3 is like a different type of camera that I don't really have a need for. I would like it though. If I had unlimited money, I would get an R3 or an R1 for sure. For sure. But I think of the R3 and the R1 as like professional sports, professional professional documentary work, photojournalist, NFL, FIFA, MLB, like professional, all those kind of things. Which one should I get if I currently own an EOS 600D, Sony 67, or Canon R7? I don't have a 6700. Do you have a lot of lenses for the 600D? I think that the Canon R7 is a better camera. The 67 is fine too, but if you put them together, if you put them side by side, Jacob, the R7 just has more features. Does the R6V act more like a big bro to the R50V, or what? Looks like a bigger R50V. Yeah, it's the R6V is the R6V is R50V's daddy. Not just so much like a big bro, but it's the R50V calls the R6V Big Daddy. Whoa. Whoa. That was the wrong button. I meant to do this. There you go, that one. Yeah. It's probably arriving next week. We'll pair it with the R7. Nice, dude. Yeah. What lenses do you have, Gallo? It's an exciting camera, dude. It's an exciting camera. You'll probably never use your R7 for video ever again. Likely, dude. Yeah, the R6V is a super exciting camera, man. Super exciting. I'm about to hit 4,400 subs. Woohoo! 4,400 subs on YouTube, man. Crazy. All EF Tamron 24-70 G2, nice. Canon 7200 Mark II Tokina, nice. Solid, bro. Yeah, just make sure, Gallo Gonzalez, if you want to avoid any issues, dude, just get the proper adapter from Canon. How does the R6V perform for the price, since the R50V is super good for the price? The R6V is the same thing as the R50V, dude. It's really impressive. $2,500 for the camera is really impressive, dude. Really impressive. Looks like it. I got to demo it once and I got hooked. Oh yeah, dude. You think the Sigma 150? I've heard good things about that lens. It's for, wildlife people though. It's a big lens. But I've heard good things about that Sigma. Would you recommend getting the R50V or R50 or R10 or another camera? It depends on your budget. The R10 is nice. I am currently selling my Canon R10 as well. I'm selling it because I just don't use it. I just don't use it whatsoever. Should I buy an untested and kind of broken DSLR for really cheap, or save up for a better one that works? How much is the DSLR? If it's $50, is $50. If it's any more than that, I probably wouldn't buy it, especially if you know that it doesn't work. Baby Marmar the Third, hello. How are you? Over from YouTube. How's YouTube doing this morning? Oh, YouTube's doing okay. All right. Okay. Okay, YouTube. I see you. Good morning, YouTube. Yeah, it just depends. Like, I'd buy a camera just for shits and giggles if it was like $50. Especially if I knew if it was working. If I knew that it definitely wasn't working, then I probably wouldn't even bother with it, you know? If I knew it was working, it was an old DSLR. The most I'd probably spend on an old DSLR that I knew was working is maybe like $200, maybe. A Canon 1000D for cheaper than $50 with a broken mirror. Yeah, I'm not buying that shit. It's you know it's broken. It's just a waste of $50 unless you know how to fix it and can fix it, you know. Tell me which camera is good for recording weddings. R6V. R6V is going to be good. The FX3 is going to be really good. FX2, FX30, C50. All those cameras are really good. Thanks. You're welcome. Well, I kind of know how to fix stuff, and I would use it with some old film lenses just for fun. Yeah, so if it's like, you know, I guess at that point, AR pad, I don't know how to say your name, AR pad, you're going to spend $50, and how much fun are you going to have with it? It sounds like you're going to tinker with it, you know, and you're going to see if you can get it to work. So is that worth $50 to you? Then fuck it, you know, do it. Yeah, then do it. What's a good camera for sports photography and a good lens? The A9 III, the Sony A9 III, and I would probably get at least a 70 to 200. I also noticed that yes, it's not a big, yeah, it's $50, like worth it for you to like $50, have some fun, tinker with it in an afternoon, see if you can fix it. And then if you get it working, you know, you can, yeah. That's not a question that I can answer for you. You know what I mean? Like, that's up to you. I also got invited to participate in a podcast as well from Instagram. Have you tried to adapt vintage lenses to your cameras? Have you found a favorite? Yeah, actually, I'm thinking about making a video, Gallo, about that. I use what's called a KNF concept adapter. I actually need to add those. And I adapted FD lenses. So I'm using Canon FD lenses. but I bought this adapter for like 40 bucks. This guy right here. I bought this adapter right here, and this lets me put on my old Canon FD lenses from like the 1970s onto my Canon R. It makes their manual lenses, of course, so you have to manually focus them and stuff, but the image looks really, really cool. I was thinking about making a video on this, but I don't know exactly how popular the video would be or how well it would perform, so I'm not really putting that much emphasis onto it, or that much effort, I should say. I will make it though. I do want to make it. I just don't know how to. Thank you for the follow, Seth. Appreciate it. By the way, if you guys are on TikTok and you haven't followed me on YouTube, please consider doing so. Trying to get to 5,000 subscribers over there. We'll see how close we can get. But yeah, so I do have one of these converters, which is really cool, but I just don't know how to make a video around it. Munash, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hey, I'd like to ask you something. Do you mind bringing me on, Twine King? Ask your question. I don't bring people on, Twine King. Just ask your question. I'm going. Okay. You can use 3D printed adapters too. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'd rather just buy something. I like this brand, KNF Concept. I'm going to buy a new camera later. Can you choose between 90D or 5D? Probably the 5D Mark II. Chase, what up, Chase? Chase, that video is performing pretty well, bro. I appreciate you being one of the first to comment on it, man. I can always count on you to be in the chat with me as we're doing the premieres. By the way, that's another thing for those of you guys that create content on YouTube, setting your videos to premiere. Sometimes people don't join, some people do, you know, but setting it like in advance. I like to set it like right as I launch the video because I'm in front of my computer. But that's another thing, like people do jump in, and if you can interact with people watching your video, it's actually pretty powerful, man. It sends some good signals to YouTube. Which cameras do you recommend to start live streaming? Business guy. Twine King, in my TikTok, I have if you go to my profile page by hitting my profile picture, I have a link right here. It's the only link in my bio. If you hit the Amazon button right here, I have a category that's called live streaming setup, and this has all the camera and all the gear that I use for live streaming. I actually need to add the Canon R8 here as well, because the R8 is a really nice camera too. I should do that actually. Wait, can I just do this? Let's go back one. Oh no, it's right here. My PC's acting funny right now, guys. Add products. Here we go. Let's add the Canon R8. You know what? I'm going to add the R6V as well. This is also a nice streaming camera. R100. R100's all right. Where is the R8? Here it is. R8. Boom. Done. Tim, how about R series? I'm really unfamiliar with the R series though. Never touched mirrorless. Tim, it depends on your budget, bro. It really does depend on your budget. The R cameras are nice, dude. Yeah, my computer is acting funny right now. Save, view storefront. Here we go. ZZ, what's up, ZZ? How are you? Breeze, what's going on, Breeze? Welcome back, man. We got a lot of old returning viewers. It's been a while since I jumped in. How you been, Breeze? Tell me, talk to me, bro. Would you recommend Sony or Canon? I like Canon. Sony's fine though. Have you tried to use a dummy battery in the R6V? Would it have limited recording specs? I have not. You know what, Gallo? I prefer on my cameras, broski. I like to use the USB-C power. So you can use a USB-C. You just need to have a proper USB-C cable. Did you watch my latest video? I just posted it last night. I use a short USB-C, like 6-inch long USB-C to USB-C, and I hooked that up to the D-tap power, and that's how I power my camera forever. ZZ, what up? Andrew, there he is. How you been, man? Brother. Haven't seen you in a while. I had a water here. I don't know what I did with it. I think I drank it already. Interview in 9 hours. Woo! How you feeling about it, bro? You nervous? I'd be nervous, dude. What are your thoughts on the RF 16 to 26? I think it's a 16 to 28, isn't it? F2.8. I'm currently using the EF 10 to 22 on the R8. I'm looking for a full frame upgrade. The 16 to 28 is 16 to 26 or 28. It's pretty solid, dude. It's an STM lens, right? It's solid, bro. You want like a zooming wide lens? Solid, man. I would look, how much is it used? I would look at that lens used. The problem with the STM lenses is that, well, I guess I should say not a problem. Brand new, they're expensive. RF. So I would look at the I would look at them in the used category and see if you can find any deals there. So they're about $100 off. Bro, why don't you check out the EF 15 to 35 or the EF 16 to 35? That might be about the same price, and it's an L lens. Let's EF, is it 15 or 16? EF 16 to 35. Yeah, I'd look at this lens, dude. Yeah, look at this. This lens is a lot better, bro. Wow. Look at this. There's a Mark III version. And this is, you can find one for the same price. So I would look at this. 100% would look at this. And it's an L series glass. Yeah, I'd get that instead of the STM. I'm at 28, not 26. I typically wake up 15 minutes after you end your life. It's all good, bro. Thoughts on the rumored? I think it's gonna be expensive, dude. I'm excited for it though. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to do a live reaction video to it. So I'm happy for the Sony people. You know, I think it'll be $5,000–$6,000 though, dude. I think it's gonna be $5,000 to $6,000. Just bought the R6 III upgrade. Nice. What do you think of the R6 III, bro? AV geek. Just been working my life away. Just got a new DJI Osmo Action 6 front. Nice, bro. Action 6 is cool, man. I like that. That's the action camera. If I recommend action cameras, that's the one that I'm telling people to get. Yeah, I saw that. I had that set up with the R7, but opted for the dummy battery, afraid to fry the motherboard. No. I mean, I would prefer just using the USB-C. I think, in my opinion, is like a smarter connection. And if you fry the motherboard that way, also you do have to, I mean, there are concerns, but I would be more concerned using a, I have this Canon R8 right now that I'm using, bro. I've had this powered via USB-C for like months. Constantly, like I haven't disconnected it or connected it. I've had it connected for months. I think the USB-C plus the power brick and the V-mount battery is smarter than like I'd have to test that. There's like smarter connections versus just like a D tap, which is like a stupid, you know, there's no communication in it. I'll take a look at it. Yeah, Chase, I would forget about that STM lens and look at this one. Yes, it is an EF mount and you would have to get an adapter, but bro, this is an L series lens right here. And if it's on MPB, for 900 bucks, I'm sure that you can find one around your area for 800, 700 bucks. I would be looking at the Mark III version. I think they have 3 versions of it, so I'd look at the Mark III version. How about EOS RP? I'm on landscape and asked if it's RP's fine, dude. RP, R8, all those are decent cameras. Amazing camera, but it doesn't have a soul like the DSLR. Okay. I never bought a camera because it was missing or had a soul. Like my ancestors, you know, they weren't in. Maybe you have to do like some sort of like ritual to get its soul activated, you know? That's funny. Deacon, what's up, Deacon? Do you think it's worth saving up for the Canon R8, or would you suggest another? The R8 is nice, dude. The R8 is pretty nice. The R8 is good, but also the original R6. The original R6 is also pretty decent too. Just depends on what you're doing. I hear that. Thanks. Are you live weekly? Yeah, I go live 4 times a week right around this time. I also post tons of content on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, but you'll find me live here and we get to interact with each other and have some back and forth. But feel free, if you haven't subscribed on YouTube or Instagram and TikTok, please consider doing so. I go live and create content across all different channels and stuff, so I'd appreciate the support. Deacon, thank you for the follow, Deacon. Appreciate it. Okay, thank you very. You're welcome, Deacon. You're welcome, Deacon. Yeah, we're just here to answer questions and kind of give back a little bit. Nothing too serious. Nothing too serious. Wait, are you leaving? No, not at all. I'm waiting for your video, Chester. What's up, bro? I am gonna go get a bottle of water though. I've been thirsty. I'll be right back. Good, it's rendering, man. Got it. It's a bloody ramble. I'm sorry in advance. Definitely not aesthetic video, purely informative. All good, bro. All good. I dropped my latest video last night. Chester, if you haven't watched it yet. I know you guys are all busy, so even if you don't have time to watch the entire thing, I do appreciate sincerely a comment and a like. Those kind of signals are super powerful. Bro, this morning I was saying earlier, I don't know if you were around, but I woke up this morning and I had like 15 YouTube comments, which never fucking happens, man. Never happens. So I'm thinking, I'm under the impression, and plus all my numbers are like fucking soaring right now on YouTube in terms of watch time, earnings, revenue, and impressions, just going through the roof right now. So I think it's all just kind of working right now. Do I go for full frame or crop sensor? R6 versus R6, dude. Easy. The R10 doesn't have IBIS, bro. You said you wanted IBIS, right? Yeah, it's all good, dude. It's just, you know, it's just a good time to create content, man. A good time to create content. I also tried out a new colorway on my background of my video. And I also was tinkering around with a new YouTube setup, like a recording setup, which was that video also performed really well too. I think you're right. The FX5 is going to cost, well, bro, it's supposed to be better than the FX. It's just an assumption, but I think it's a, you know, the FX30, FX3, even though the numbers between the FX30 and the FX3 are different, like the F30 is a higher number, but I think it has to do with the double digits, right? So like, just making an assumption here, but the FX6 is more expensive than the FX9. Is there an FX7? I think there is, right? So the FX5 is going to be, if the FX3 is $4,200, which is crazy work, an FX5 has to be $5,000-$6,000, dude. I wouldn't be surprised, dude, if it costs as much as an FX6 and then they bump up the price of the FX6. R6 versus R50V. It depends on your uses, man. It depends on your uses. I recommended the R50V at the very beginning to you, but you said it didn't have IBIS, so. Because the R50V, dude, I have 2 of those cameras and I fucking love them, bro. I love them because they're $500. You don't have to worry about them. You know, they're decent little photo cameras, you know, for whatever you would need, just like walking around town. What about the PowerShot V1? Did you look at that? Hold on, guys. I'm a little hot right now. Not hot like temperature, though. The window was bleeding through. There we go. Has digital? Yeah, digital IBIS sucks though. Ho comprato la R6V, la vorrei registrare interamente in aspect ratio. Si può? I don't, what is that? Is that Italian? That sounds like Italian. I don't speak Italian. Francesco. Or Greek. Francesco I Dionades. Is that Italian? Yeah, I don't speak Italian, buddy. Sorry. Francesco Iadonisi. Is that a problematic Italian accent? Can I do recording in 2.1 with R6V? I don't know. I have it right here. Let's find out. I think the aspect ratios are just let's see. Movie recording, movie cropping, open gate. You can do open gate on off. 422. What is 2.1? What does 2.1 look like? I mean, you can just crop in post, right? Is cropping in post a possibility? Shooting info display. Because I do, when I want to record in a specific aspect ratio, I record in full. And then I just set my aspect markers to whatever I want. right? 2:1. Oh, like anamorphic? It doesn't have D-squeeze. Yeah, it doesn't have anamorphic D-squeeze. So I don't think so. I do not think so. 21.9. I want to see what that looks like. If you want anamorphic, I would probably just get the C50. 21.9. Okay, nothing. Okay, nothing to you too. 21.9 aspect ratio. C50 internal recording, 21.9. I don't know. I don't use any anamorphic lenses, but I know that it does have D-squeeze. Uh, 21.9 aspect ratio is an ultra wide cinematic format, 33% wider, giving you vast horizontal screen real estate. Yeah, and they shoot open gate, right? So open gate has that has the full width. Side by side multitasking. Open gate and open the gate. Open gate and cropping in post, right? Well, if you're using, see, the thing is, like, the C50 can use anamorphic lenses because it has the D-squeeze feature, where the R6V doesn't. I am not an anamorphic lens shooter, so I wouldn't be able to answer that question because I've never used them. I've never used those features. What I would do if I was you is I would go to Canon's website and download the manuals for them, and then pop them into ChatGPT or AI and see if you can get an answer that way. That's what I would do. Should I get the R10 or A7 III? I'd probably do the A7 III for sure. Over the R10? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm not a cinematographer, Francisco. I'm not a cinematographer, so I couldn't answer those questions for you. I just don't use those aspect ratios. More with West Photo. What's up, buddy? How are you? How are you? How are you? By the way, I was gone a while because I was busy with VidCon. All good, bro. All good. I haven't seen you post a single video. I haven't seen you post any content. Doing good. You doing good, bro? Doing good. Just chatting with y'all. Chatting with y'all. There are 17:9 aspect ratio DCI in 2K and 4K, right? I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know. I have the camera right here in front of me. I just don't use those. Let's see, 2K. I don't know. Moving recording size. So it does have, it shoots in 4K, 6K, 7K, 4K, 4KU fine, 4KU, 2K, and full HD. Yeah, I would just be shooting an open gate if I was you, man. If I was you, I'd be shooting an open gate and then just cropping in post. That's what I would do. I like the vertical live stream. Thanks, bro. I also got it on horizontal as well. Vertical live stream is cool though. Someone has an R6V. Yeah, I have an R6V. They're starting to come out. Bro, I got, Andrew, you might like this. I got my camera from somewhere. I can't say where, but the camera store. 1 day early. So that day I made a YouTube video on it. And I was the first one in the consumer level to have a video up. I'm also ranking for all of the videos for it because I was the first to like post content about it. Yeah, it was pretty legit. It was pretty legit. So last night I made a rig video, R6V rig video, and it's performing pretty well, way above my other videos because nobody's making them just yet, you know? IBIS is better than IBIS of the R6 Mark III or not? I think it's the same. I think it's pretty much the same. Francisco, what camera do you have right now, bro? Subscribe. Thank you for the subscribe. Appreciate it. Looking forward to more of your content. Appreciate it. Looking for a good gaming microphone with good noise cancellation? There's a bunch, dude. R5 and R6. Do either of those cameras have the features that you're looking for? Francisco? I mean, a proper cinema camera doesn't have IBIS, dude. You know, if you're doing proper cinema and you're talking about all these wide aspect ratios, I'd have to assume that you're a cinematographer, right? And cinematographers don't use IBIS, dude. They use other forms of stabilization, so that's why I use the C50, and I also use the I got the R6V for more like run and gun style. So I'm not going to use this camera for like cinema work. I'm going to use it for like run and gun content. You know what I mean? I like your camera, squad. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, so if you're in the, I mean, are you able to do those things that you're asking to do on your R5 and the R6? Maria Bella, how are you? What's the difference between full frame and APS-C? I only have an old Canon. And did you go to the pop-up concert in Philly? I did not. What's up, Sean? I don't understand all, but I speak Italian. I speak English. I speak English, Francisco. Canon 1200D. Full frame is just the size of the sensor, Maria Bella. I can show you an example of what that looks like. So a full frame sensor is pretty much just the way that it sounds, is the sensor is just larger. So this right here, this is a full frame sensor right here. And this is a crop sensor. So you can see that the crop sensor is significantly smaller than the full frame sensor. Sean, can you get your opinion? Can you get your opinion? What's up, Sean? Yeah, dude, 4K 120. Yeah, dude. It also shoots 2K 180, I think. Crazy slow-mo. I need to do that video too. A slow motion performance. I was thinking about getting like a clear glass and dropping coffee beans in them to make like a slow motion video. fan works well. It's a top of the line camera, dude. It's a top of the line camera, Francisco. Do you have, Francisco, do you have a local shop in your area? If you have a local shop in your area, dude, I'd encourage you to go check it out. To go in there and to try the camera out. I want to get a full frame camper, so I was thinking about the Canon EOS R or the RP. Can you get the R? Is the R8 in your budget, Sean? I probably wouldn't waste my money on the R or the RP. What is the best RF lens? RF mount lens for the full frame? It depends on what you're doing, man. There's a lot of great full frame lenses. But I want something fast like the R50 or the R10. Yeah, I would look at the Sean, I'm selling my R10 right now. It comes with a lens. If you have an interest in that, let me know. I'll hook you up. The 28 millimeter. It's on my TikTok account. I'm selling the R10 with the camera cage, a lens, and a flash. So the R6V records more than 2 hours in 7K, 4K fine as well. Yeah. What you'll have an issue with is battery life. So you'll need to get a battery and also storage. So you'll need like 2 terabytes, 1 terabyte of storage for recording, you know, or you'll need an external recorder, Francisco. What camera, Francisco, what camera are you comparing the R6V to? Like what other camera are you looking at that compares to the R6V? What is your opinion about the 16 to 28? 16 to 28 is all right. I would prefer, we were just talking about this earlier, 16 to 28. I would prefer getting this lens right here, the 16 to 35, because they cost about the same. So you're comparing the R6V to the C50. Yeah, the C50 and the R6V are very different cameras, even though they seem very similar. They're for different purposes. And if you want to do like proper cinema, then the C50 is going to be the camera that you want. What about 24 to 105 f4? 24 to 105 is all right. I don't like the f4 too much. Yeah, I don't like the f4 too much. Spider, you're back. You got a better attitude today, Spider? Welcome back, Spider. What's your opinion on the Tamron? I don't like those kind of lenses. The 18, those ones with the super long focal lengths. Bro, can you recommend a laptop? A laptop for coding and editing, please reply. I'm not a coder. For editing, just get anything, dude. Get anything with a dedicated graphics card and a nice processor. I want an R7, but I like how the R8 has full frame sensor and almost the same specs as the R6 Mark II. That's a tough choice, man. I would personally choose the... it depends on what you're doing, Josiah. It depends on what you're doing, broski. It's a very sharp lens. Is changing Canon to Sony a fatal choice? No, not really. It's more of a costly choice, not necessarily a fatal choice. I've bought the R6V. Oh, you already got it? Oh, then if you already have it, then you should know all these things. I need a camera that is excellent for video, but can also take great still photos when needed for hybrid situations. Yeah, that camera doesn't exist, man. It's the R6V or the R6 Mark III, you know? I have the R6V for video, and I also have the R6 Mark III for photos. And that's how I'm going to be using my cameras. So I have, let's see, hold on, I don't think I have this camera turned on. I have this camera right here, or was that turned on? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. So this is the R6 Mark III that I have. This is for photo, 100% for photo. And then I have the R6V for dedicated video. So the way that I'm going to be using my cameras is this is going to be for primarily for photo, 100% photo, 100% video. Because the camera that does everything really, really good doesn't exist, dude. It's just not a real thing. Will you be posting open gate content? Myself, I've probably on YouTube, maybe one or two. But I use open gate for my work. For the lawyers and that kind of stuff. It's on its way to me, and I was asking for more information about it. Yeah, Francisco, what I would do is download the manual, bro. You can download the manual on Canon's website. I have a $300 gift card and was thinking about getting the R100 because it's free. Yeah, I think that's a waste of money, but it's a waste of your $300. R6 Mark III will overheat and it's a problem for me. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, dude. I live in Nunavut and it gets dark every winter, so full frame is best for low. Yep, agreed. Great, 15 to 35. Yeah, dude. Sony A12 camera that does everything good, or the Z9. Yeah, they also don't have like Brandon. That's a good point, but you know, even those cameras still aren't like they don't have internal recording. I mean, I'm sorry, active cooling. But yeah, they're good, dude. And the A12, how much is the A12 and the Z9, bro? They're like $6,000 cameras, right? What do you think about the R10 for a beginner? I like the R10 for a beginner camera. That's a really nice one. Shot by Crimson. What's up, buddy? Ooh, today is R6V day for Mr. Crimson. Congratulations, buddy. You fucking did it, kid. Yo, you gonna post a video or what, man? How much is the RF 7200 first gen and the RF in your local stores right now? Like $3,000. John, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hi, can you recommend a full frame yet budget-friendly Canon camera or maybe Sony? What's your budget, Mikey? Yeah, if you need full frame, dude, the R8 is solid. I'm using the Canon R8 right now, by the way. If you guys don't know, this right here, this is the Canon R8, and this is the Canon R50 up here. R6, I would get, yo, just asking, so I shoot only photos. I would get the R6 Mark I. Yeah, but the Z9's a Nikon, Brandon. It's $4,000 and it's a Nikon. There's a nurse in my town that owns a Z9 and Z6. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna try to set up my tripod for a quick overhead video. Nice. An overhead video with the, oh, to like do an unboxing? Nice, dude. Bye, and no problem, Francisco. Thanks for chatting. How can I get a free camera? How can you get a free camera? I don't know. I've got an R10 and I like to take pictures of race cars like IMSA or Indy cars. Will the R6V be good upgrade about? The R6V is not a photo camera, dude. It's a video camera. I would not get the R6V for the I would not get the R6V for photos. Don't do it. Don't you do it. What lens is your face cam? Face cam? What do you mean? This is a 24 millimeter lens on the R8, and that's a 23 millimeter on the R50. Canon RP for photos. I would do the R8, man. I wouldn't waste my money on the RP or the R. Are the new rumors of the FX3 true? I think it's going to be an FX5, bro. Nell. R6 II or R6 III? R6 III, dude. Easy. Not ideal. I meant. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, the R8 is just a better camera, I think. I would just save my money for the R8, man. Like, you guys, some I feel like some of you guys also need to practice a little bit of patience too, you know. Practice a little bit of patience, like save up your cash, man, and buy a proper camera that, like, you know, fits all your needs. Man, I missed out on a lot of shots this weekend with the Supercar Saturday because I had to take a call. Damn. No earbuds. You should show the focus and settings again. Show the focus and settings. I love my R8. Oh, like on this camera? I don't know how to do. Can I do it just by a press of a button? I think I can. I have to switch some stuff around for it to do that, but some people did like that. I remember that some people did like that. I love my R8. Yeah, R8's nice. I currently own the 70D and multiple beginner lenses. I ordered a battery grip for it. Nice. Like you had all the information. Yeah. I remember. Yeah, some people did like that. Some people hated it. Some people hated it. Some people liked it. I liked it. I thought it was kind of neat. Mm, 55, 250 STM, 60 macro. I bought both lenses. Nice. I'm referring to Dead's question. Who is Dead? I don't know who we're talking about. Because I'm so new, I don't know what is a solid option. I just want something good, obviously. Oh, the Dead. What was your question, bro? Let's find out what your question was. I've got an R10. I like to take pictures of race cars. So yeah, the R6V is not a photo camera, dude. It's a video camera. So I would not be getting the R6V. I would get the R6 III, dude. Yeah, if you're in the market and your choice is an R6V, get the R6 III for photos. R6V is, I'm sorry, the R6 III Crazy camera, dude. Yeah, I gotcha. I see what you're saying. Yeah, R6 III or the R6 II for sure. If you can afford the R6 III though, get the R6 III. The R50 resolution is nicer here in your live. Is it? Is it? It's a different perspective. It's a different angle. So they both have the exact same settings. I'm using different. They're different sensors and different different lenses as well. Much cleaner. Yeah, possible. I prefer the R8 though. I prefer the R8. For higher end motorsport events like NASCAR, would you use electronic shutter? No, I would always use mechanical shutter or first curtain electronic. But I would test it, man. I would test to see what it is that you like. But for fast moving objects, I like to use the mechanical shutter. Electronic shutter works for some things, but that's for like tennis, you know. But you're gonna have some like rolling shutter and stuff like that with electronic shutter. I already own the adapter RF to EF since I own R100 and regretted, so I bought yeah, and more EF. Why the 70D though? Yeah, the R100 is a tough camera is a tough camera, dude. The R100 is on sale right now though. The R100 is currently on sale. You can find it for like under 400 bucks. The R6s have slow sensor readout speeds compared to the R1. Well, yeah, sure. Sure they do. That's why it's cheaper. That's why they're cheaper. You know. Besides like the super extreme cameras like the Leicas or the which are nice, great cameras, and the expensive Hasselblads, typically if a camera costs more money, it means because it has a lot more more advanced features. Like that's usually the case, right? That shouldn't be a big mystery to you guys. Like if it costs more, generally speaking, it's because it has more advanced features like faster readout speeds, faster FPS, won't overheat on you as quickly. The R100 doesn't have an articulating screen or a touch screen, you know. Spider, what is your setting for street photography? I usually just do AV mode. AV mode if I'm just walking around, and then sometimes I do shutter priority if I'm taking pictures of cars and stuff. Mine is 60D. Touchscreen is not something useful in my opinion. I mean, if you can get by without using a touchscreen, that's fine. You know, I use my touchscreen for everything. Everybody's use case is different, you know. Everybody uses their cameras very, very differently. Some people like to take photos of planes. Some people like to do sports photography. Some people like to do portraits. Some people like to do action sports, you know. Some people like to do weddings, and all of those use cases require you know, different needs out of your camera. Can you show any of your top 10 photos of all time? They're on my Instagram. You can get them on my Instagram. I don't really have any. I've never rated my top 10 photos of all time. I just post what I like to share. So if you guys are interested in that, the Instagram account is on here somewhere. Where is my? My mouse is gone, you guys. There it is. Is the battery dying or something on my mouse? Yeah, my Instagram account is somewhere here. But yeah, you guys feel free to check out my Instagram if you guys are interested in stuff like that. I have some photo work, some video work on here, some gear stuff. Basic photos. I took a picture of this turtle the other day. Look at this guy. Michelle, what's up, Michelle? How are you? Surely there has to be a photo of or a handful that you really like. Not really. Not really. Valerie Visions, what's up? How are you? Good morning.
Hello?
Shot by Crimson. I don't know what you're talking about. The R100. Because R1. Yeah, right. I did see the turtle on Instagram. Loved it. Yeah, this was a great photo. What was this? This was the R7. This was the R7 with a 70 to 200. Yeah, but the turtle was just floating around, man, just turtling around. I was doing some action sports here. I did like these series, but yeah, bro, for real, no, not really. I don't really have like, this is my one photo. I have a photo of a pigeon that I really like. Not this one. I take photos of pigeons if I see them. I guess there is one photo of one pigeon that I really like. I forget where. Here we go. This one. I like this one a lot. That's about it. It's just a pigeon, a government drone, you know. If you have a VTuber setup, don't you need good camera lighting for that as well? I don't know. I don't know much about VTubing. I don't know all the requirements for VTubing, like what it is that you need and stuff. I'm assuming if you're a VTuber that you have like those sensors on you and stuff to like properly like connect to the camera, and you would need a good lighting setup so that the things connect and like the program attaches itself to you so that your movements and your facial expressions. Tell me more about the government drones. I don't know much, dude. I don't know any more than you do, but I see them everywhere, and any opportunity that I have, Michelle, I photograph them for evidence. See, here's another one. You know, Malik, what's up, Malik? Yeah, anytime I get an opportunity to photograph one. Here's another one right here. This one was extra suspicious. To recharge, exactly. And actually, you know what? I have some government drone photos of them recharging as well. Let me see where I have them. Oh, here they are. Look. See? I have evidential proof of them recharging as well. They have me running a wireless rig for a church camp big screen this week. Nice, bro. Yo, can you check my IG and tell me your opinion? El Marquise, I'm not doing any reviews, buddy. This is my account right here. So how do the ducks recharge? At nighttime when nobody's watching? That's why I think they're extra suspicious. Yeah, they're at nighttime. They plug in at night. I hit 2,000 followers on my Instagram yesterday, by the way. I got one of my videos that's doing really well. In the pond, we give them bread. You guys ever see like what a duck's feet do underwater? You know, they're all crazy and chaotic. I bet you that's how. I bet you that's how. Hi there, I'm using a D850, planning to upgrade to a D4. I don't know nothing about Nikon. I don't know nothing about Nikon. Solar powered ducks. Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Nikon, unfortunately, in Yoni. So I wouldn't. The only thing I know about Nikon is the newer Z line a little bit more. Well, what about upgrading to the A63? Sony's nice. A63, A64, A67. Yeah. What is it that you need in Yoni? I already have the 28 to 70. I want to get a prime. Should I get a 45? Depends on what you're doing it, what you're using it for. It depends on what you're using it for. I have both of those lenses, the 85 1.2 and the 45 1.2 and the 85 2. Both are really good. 85 I probably get a little bit more use out of, but the 45 f1.2 is nice. Did I tell you all my medias was banned because a photographer was jealous of my work and mass reported? No, you didn't tell me that. That sounds odd though, Malik. Bro, have you heard of the FX5? I did. I'll stick with my C50 for sure. Yeah, for sure. The FX5 is gonna be, I bet you it's gonna be like $6,000, dude. Hello, friend. Hello. I need a sports and wildlife, but I'm thinking the A7 III, but I can't get a telephoto lens. I could only... I mean, you don't have to buy everything all at once, man. That's the one thing about photography. You know, I guess it's true with everything. You don't need to purchase everything all at once. You know, you could buy the camera, save up for a year, however long it takes you, and then get the, and then save up for a lens, you know, and vice versa. Can you record to the internal SD when the external monitor is attached? On the R6V, yes, you can. I need to make a video about that, but yeah. Mainly social media stuff for restaurants and gym, thinking the 85 too. The 85 f2 would be great for detail shots. It's a little tight, but if you already have the 28 to 70, you know, you have all of that focal range anyways. And the 28 to 70 f2.8 is solid. 85 f2 is a really nice detail lens. What camera are you using? Keel? Is that how you say your name, Akil? Video is up. All right. In 8 minutes, says YouTube. No, it should be up by now. Let's see. Oh, I don't see it yet. I don't see it yet, Chester. We're going to be watching a video from our buddy Chester. If you guys aren't following Chester Captures Media, consider doing so. Chester, what are you know, in your last video, In My Mind video, you did talk about, like, you know, what you wanted to do with this channel. This video, though, is going to be more of a, what, a tutorial? R6 Mark II. Oh yeah, dude, solid. Yeah, you'll love the, I would do, for your use case, you're creating content, I would do the 85 f2. I'm using actually the, check this out. I'm using right now the R6 Mark III with the 85 f2 right here. So it's a pretty solid combo, man. I like it a lot. This is a really nice combination of gear. The R6 with the 85. 85 is a really special lens. The F2 version is really nice. Mr. IT, hello, Mr. IT, how are you? Not me. I need it. Yeah, that's my name. T-6. How is the new Cameron testing you? It's great. I love it. I love it. It's gonna be exactly what I need. I've been making a bunch of content around it, Michelle, but I need to make content with it now. So that's going to be focused for this week coming up. The only shoot that I have coming up though is headshots, photo shoot. So I'm not going to be, maybe I'll take it as a video camera and propose to the guys to see if we can set up an interview or some talking head stuff. Because I'll have my whole kit. So I might pop it out for that and see how it goes. This video might be kind of boring, man. To be honest, it's literally just me in front of my self-filming setup going over what gear is my adventure bag, how to use it, and why I've chosen it. That doesn't sound... See, Chester, you gotta get out of that. You gotta do a little bit of a mindset shift, Chester. That shit is interesting as fuck, dude. The reason why you think it's not interesting is because you live in it every single day, bro. But to the viewer, to the audience, bro, that has no idea what it is you do, why you make the choices that you make, and the work that you do, it's a whole foreign land, bro. I'm telling you. I say this passionately or with conviction to you because I used to feel the exact same way. I'm like, who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares about what the hell I have to say? But then 4,000 subscribers on YouTube later, almost 10,000 followers on TikTok. It's the truth, man. People want to hear what we have to say and about the processes. And if they don't want to hear about it, then they just leave, and that's okay. So yeah, you got to do a little bit of a mindset shift. Does that mean that the video is going to be excellent? Fuck no, it can still suck, but I would encourage you not to believe that your stuff is not that interesting, because it actually is, dude. It actually is. Yeah, same here, Akil. The macro capabilities is cool. So if you're doing like food photography or like detail shots, that's just gonna be perfect for it, dude. That's why I would choose it over the 45-1.2. I would still probably eventually get the 45-1.2 so that you can do like some portraits, but the 85 f2 can also do some really nice portraits, because you need that kind of content for custom client websites and stuff like that. I need me a solid telephoto. 70 to 200, bro. Is the new released Tamron 17 to 70 full frame? It's a crop it's a crop sensor lens. Really nice lens. I'll probably try and pick up an EF. Yeah, I would go with the f2.8 for sure if you can get a nice price on it. Maybe. I just feel like I'm taking an interesting approach, as I tend to just make my videos pretty clear cut and raw with no overlays and knickknacks and just intros, just example footy. Yeah, but I mean, I'm looking at your channel right now, Chester, and like, you know, you have 35 videos and 85 subscribers. So like you really have no sample data to really make a conclusive determination on what is working and what isn't. You're barely in the like infant stage of your YouTube channel, and that isn't me belittling your channel whatsoever, but until you get like 100 full long form videos and like 1,000 subscribers, your metrics are gonna be really they're valuable, but it's not gonna be enough value in them to determine which direction your channel should go. You know what I mean? I've been doing YouTube for 5 years, been doing it on and off for like 5 years, and I was able to get monetized, and I was able to get monetized in 9 months from like 2 videos. Sir, can you check out my YouTube? Right now, yeah, I can do it later. I'm just gonna do Chester's and then I gotta bounce because my 2 hours is up as soon as Chester's videos load. So we're gonna watch this video here as soon as it loads, which it's not. And then I'm gonna bounce after. Mark, remind me next time and we'll check out your stuff. 35 videos and 80 subs is a bad ratio. That should tell you something not working. And you should pivot respectfully. I probably wouldn't pivot. But what I would do is not draw that much data and that much, like, don't base your decision making off of the current data that you have. You need more information and more like data points out there. So that's why I said until you get like 1,000 subs and 100 videos, then you can start looking at your information a little bit with more decisiveness. That's what I'd recommend. Yeah, I'm looking at your videos and it says 13 views, 36 views, 20 views, 2.7K. Yeah, see, all of these videos are most of them are like under 500 views. Again, it's just not enough data, dude. It doesn't mean that your stuff isn't good. It just means that there's not enough information out there. So that's how I would interpret it. Thumbnails need to be made first, Chester. Yeah, thumbnails need to be up first. Curious on the color grade they've done using the R6V, trying to replicate it in my C50. I just use C-Log 2 and I convert it to Rec 709. My latest video, I thought I colored it pretty well, but I didn't do much. Really, all I did was Rec 709, and then I changed I did bring down the brightness just a little bit. It's been 8 years now that I've been doing photography and videography. I have all the equipment that is actually needed, but I still want, how do I get rid of this addiction? I don't know, bro. What addiction? What are you talking about, bro? It's up now. I can see it. All right, bet. Let's watch Chester's video here. I don't see it on my side. Maybe because you're on the other side of the world, it takes longer. Share the link to the video. Yeah, it's not coming up just yet. We'll watch it. I gave you some feedback on the previous video. Also, there's a packaging issue, bro. That's actually the one thing. There's a lot of things, but like there's a lot of emphasis on the packaging on YouTube. The title and the thumbnail are super important, bro. Super fucking important. And if you don't have SEO titles and a thumbnail that packages the whole thing together, you're gonna have a bad time. Did something crazy this weekend in buying? What do you mean, Chris Garcia? I save good money, but I spend all of it and just buy. I did not need Meta glasses, and I spent like Hey, man, that's on you, buddy. I don't have any financial advice for you, man. Is it a good time to upgrade cams? Because mine is like 22 years old. If you feel like your camera's not doing what it needs to do, man, I would definitely upgrade. Also, the advice of like just posting your content, bro, is like is something that I tell everybody. Is like there's a lot of things that you can improve, tweak, and like X, Y, and Z, and fiddle with this and fiddle with that, but nothing is better than just getting your content up. Like my buddy Andrew over here, he loves to talk about all this stuff that he's gonna do, but rarely does he ever do shit regarding posting his content. Right, Andrew? So when I say like just post your content, just fucking post it, bro. Just post it, man. So yeah, before we have any valid, like, you know, we make any decisions on our channel, dude, get to 100 videos, 1,000 subscribers, and then take a step back and say, okay, here's what I've done this past year. Bro, if you guys look at my analytics, dude, and what I've posted this past look at this. I've posted on every single day 2 videos, 2 videos, 2 videos, 5 videos, 6 videos. I took a little break right here. 3 videos, 3 videos, 2 videos, 4 videos. Like, it just goes up and up and up, dude. In the past 28 days, I've gained 186 subscribers and I've earned 1.6 thousand hours of watch time. $77, which is a record for me. It's not a lot of money, but it just goes up. You know, on this day I made $8. On this day I made $8, and then it goes back down, and then it goes back up. So just over time, dude, it just grows. It just grows with time. Short form or long, both. I want to get more comfortable recording myself or my work and do BTS. Do it, Shot by Crimson. Fucking do it, dude. You're gonna have one of literally the best cameras that has ever hit the market. It says it's public. You have one of the best cameras to ever fucking hit the market, dude. And like, see right here, Chester, ramblings on my run and gun kit. Nobody's searching for that. Nobody's searching for that. So what you could do is like, what is the name of your camera? You can say the name of your camera. Your camera is the Olympus, right? Olympus, my run and gun Olympus camera kit for action sports or whatever it is. That's SEO friendly. So that's like the packaging right now. I know you don't have a thumbnail. I get it. It's all good. But like, nobody's going to be searching for this. Ramblings on my run and gun kit. Nobody cares. Nobody's looking for that. What they care about is what's in the video, but the title and the packaging is going to be an issue. So I would consider changing that for sure. All right, let's watch this video here. Is that you with the short shorts? All right. Okay, Chester. Chester with the short shorts. Is that what they wear down there, bro? Okay, you said this wasn't an interesting video, bro. This is the first thing we see. Okay. Okay, with the short shorts. Are you behind the camera? I guess this is what they wear in New Zealand. 5-inch inseams. Bro, the visuals are great, dude. What the fuck are you talking about, Chester? You're an asshole, Chester, is what you are, bro. Great sound, great visuals. I would do a VO over this part right here. Do something like, hey, my name is Chester. This is the kind of photography, this is the kind of creative work that I do. I work for, I'm in New Zealand. This is the kind of content that I create for my paid clients. The current camera gear that I use is my Olympus or whatever, you know, all that kind of stuff. So VO would be really nice here to kind of tell us a little bit about why we're watching what we're watching. Yeah, because we don't know you. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you. Your 85 subscribers might know you, but the rest of the world doesn't. So just right off the bat, and I'm going to try to let this play, but in order for me to not get violated, I do have to do some narration. So tell us what we're watching. Tell us why we're watching it. You know, a nice little VO with your mics solid and the title. Hell yeah, dude. Chester makes some fucking phenomenal footage, dude. All of his stuff is like recorded in super slow mo, epic. Chester. Remind me, you would consider yourself like an action videographer, photographer, right? So you're in New Zealand and you get hired by like these tourist explorer companies that like take people out on these excursions. Would that be accurate? I wouldn't re-upload this. I would just re-edit, edit again, and upload a second copy of it. You know what this shit reminds me of, Chester, is when I tell this story a lot. When people come into my chat and they say like there's nothing to photograph where I live. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to photograph. There's nothing interesting. And I happen to ask them, like where he lives. And then he says, New York City. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here, dude. So what you said earlier is like, oh, it's just, not that interesting. And just this, you live in New Zealand, man. One of the most beautiful, diverse places in like the entire world. You're living my life, Chester. You're living my life, and I hate you for it.
All right.
Great intro, bro.
Setup video time. Now, I just wanted to go through for this video what I would consider my run and gun setup. Not gonna go and say that anybody's actually asked for this information, but I think it's kind of cool. And as an adventure sports videographer, primarily.
Adventure sports videographer. See, there we go. This is actually shot in 3 countries. Yeah, Chester, you're a fucking asshole, bro. Shut the hell up, man.
Effort, thought, and work into making myself a setup that I think is as functional as can be, while also minimizing bulk, weight, and complexity to make it easy to pull out of a bag and use in a whole bunch of scenarios on the go right away without any fluff or hassle, but at the same time not.
I'm still tripping out over your accent. I thought for sure that you would have like a Kiwi accent. Audio levels are a bit soft. I did have to turn it up a little bit.
The quality of imagery and content that I am able to capture. So,
but listen, Chester, done is better than perfect. So this is great, man.
So without further ado, let me rip into it. This is my bag. So every time I go out into the bush with a team or an...
Do you have affiliate links? You need to include affiliate links.
Athlete or a product to capture, this is what I'm putting on. The reason why I bought it is because it has a flip top. So other than my camera gear, which is put into this side pocket where I can keep all my lenses and my camera and any other bits and pieces that are sensitive or I want to be padded out well, I can also, in this top compartment, on top of that, fit also.
The movement of the camera on the gimbal is a little too fast. It's a little distracting. I would either... So where you currently are right here in this frame, Chester, unless you intentionally move out of this frame, you could keep the camera fixed or slow it down because it's a little distracting. So because you're in this corner of this room, just set it to fixed and then be in there. And then if you happen to leave that room, then go in. It's also a little too fast and it's a little jarring. So I would either slow it down to its slowest speed or have it fixed. And then, does yours have a hand motion tracking thing, like where you can pause it and stop it?
Sorts of other things. So always on me,
Facebook Marketplace is my affiliate link. I would look up affiliate links and see if you can get signed on to an affiliate program for all your stuff, bro. People would love to know and buy the shit that you have, bro.
Keep my camera strap in my bag, so that's the first thing. This is a Peak Designs quick release camera strap.
There it is.
And it
product insert.
The 2 dongles that are on the bottom of my camera's cage. So that's the first thing that I always have with me. Second thing in my camera bag.
I made this the I'm holding your ass accountable, bro, because you said it was going to be up this weekend, man.
Normally it's on my camera is this. This is a Falcam F22 mushroom grip. I only have a mount for it on the side of my camera right now, but it's really useful for helping me use the camera with either of my hands. So
a mushroom grip? Interesting.
My left hand to hold the camera, I can do that because I have a mounting bracket for this on the left side of my cage, the left side of my camera. If I need to swap between hands, I often only film in.
You got 4 views, bro.
But if I need to switch between my hands, I can do that easily and quickly with this mount here without having to worry about potentially having my camera in my left hand slip out because I don't have a good place to hold it. It's also just great to be able to, you know, run around with your camera and have a solid handle to hold onto. That's not necessarily your grip that you hold on to with your right hand. And with Falcam's F22 mount, you press the button, slide it right on.
I've never even seen that grip, that kind of grip before.
It's specifically for that use case of ease of use. If I need it, it's easy to put on. If I don't need it, it's easy to take off. It does not take me any time. Do it on the go. Super running gun, super simple, and that is what's important to me. So those two things are either in this bag or on my camera. That's pretty much it. They don't ever really go into my big bag, which is over here.
Low Pro.
This contains all my other side gear that I run if I need to. Opening up the top of my bag here, this is where I would put stuff specific for the job. I do have a couple of things that I keep in here always.
Yeah, I've never seen that mushroom grip. Interesting.
Nice big microfiber cloth, another nice big microfiber cloth, and that's it. That I just keep these because a good friend of mine, William Patino, who is a man I've worked for a little bit now, and I really respect. When I have gone out with him, I learned very quickly that when you're shooting in a variety of conditions with a variety of different weather variables, it's always good to have a microfiber cloth with you, and quite a large one at that, to keep your lens dry and clean consistently. I've been in situations with him where we're shooting a waterfall and you're just scrubbing your lens constantly between shots. If you're taking photos, you're pretty much just covering your lens the whole time and rubbing it.
That's a video in and of itself. 5 tips as an action videographer.
Rubbing it, making sure it's completely dry, and then taking your hand away and taking.
You can base the video off of your actual real world experience. You also have plenty of footage of you being out there in the bush and like doing that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of authority that you have in that vertical. So I would use that as an advantage for sure.
Your photos quickly as you can, and you're straight back onto the microfiber cloth. For video, it is much the same. Obviously, to a lesser degree because you're constantly shooting video.
Mark, I'm only doing reviews for people that are on that are YouTube subscribers and YouTube channel members.
So that every time I get into a situation,
what's up, Dynasty?
Where there's rain or there's mist or spray, I always have something to quickly and efficiently clean my camera lens, and I have enough material so that my microfiber never gets too wet to use. Over here in my side compartment, I have something I've recently acquired actually, and it's one of my favorite little things in this kit.
Bro, Chester, I would lean into that, man. What I would do is, if you have an opportunity, I know it's getting late over there for you. If you have an opportunity, bro, or maybe sleep on it, just write down like one video a week for the next week of you just talking about the things that you've learned as an action sports photographer or videographer in New Zealand. But what I would do really is think of the packaging. So talk about a specific piece of kit or mention a specific piece of kit in the actual title of the video. And then use keywords like SEO keywords such as action videographer or New Zealand action photographer discusses, stuff like that. Like, here are the 5 things that I've learned as a New Zealand action videographer, right? And then in your description of your video, start listing out some of the products that have helped you. And then let those videos, they don't have to do anything fancy, bro. You have all the B-roll footage, so you can sit in front of your camera or at your desk talking about these 4 or 5 things, lessons or pieces of kit that have helped you, and then insert B-roll of all of footage of you in the bush. You also use an action camera, so you can take some of that footage or the next time you go out and actually point the action camera not forward, but at you. 100%. That is something I want to do, man. I got you, bro. I got you, man. Again, I'm not your mother. I'm not your mom telling you did good, Chester. You know, I'm not here to be a cheerleader in terms of like, you know, I'm trying to be as helpful as possible. That's where the value really lies, because for the life of me, bro, I'm telling you, I'd love to do this. I'm a little bit too I don't have good knees anymore. You're still young and can go out and do like a 7-mile fucking hike up a volcano. But like, I envy where you currently are, because you get to see the most beautiful fucking landscapes and sceneries and animals and creatures and areas of remote areas of the world that I could only dream of. And you have it in your backyard. You see what I'm saying? Like,
less useful when I'm filming adventure sports, and more useful just for me every day in shooting. But I like to keep it on me regardless, because it just comes in handy sometimes when you least expect it. And I use it for lights on occasion as well. If I'm going to a shoot and it's getting dark and I know I might need a light on a specific spot where I know my subject's coming through, and that is this wonderful little, the brand is going to be hard to pronounce. Don't even know how to pronounce that. It's a Chinese, just a generic Chinese company. XILETU FM5C2. All it is a mini tripod with a decent fluid head. It's got a little bit of extension on the legs.
it's so
like
cute.
So you can make it a little bit taller, but at the end of the day, it fits in my water bottle holder in my backpack. It's heavy because it's not carbon, but it was cheap and it's efficient. I got a mount on the side there where I can mount a light with the camera on it, just a generic cold shoe mount. Sometimes I'll put my mic there, sometimes I'll put my phone mount there, and I'll use that as my monitor or whatever. But yeah, it's just a really great generic little tripod that is a nice portable, pocketable size for me to throw in the water bottle compartment on my bag. Additionally, it does have a thread there, not a 1/4-20, I believe this is a 1/4-12, slightly larger thread. What I'm planning to do there is get like a monopod pole and thread that onto this, so that then I can take this, and if I need, I can take a little monopod extension and just slip it in next to it in my water bottle holder there, and I can have the functionality of both a small tripod and a monopod on me all the time. And I think that's going to be super helpful in case I ever need that, and it makes it very small, portable, and it gives me a lot of multifunctionality without having to carry a heap of extra gear. So that's definitely an upgrade that I'm looking to make soon, is just getting something with a bit more extension, so that when I'm trying to get big crowd shots or have my camera up high and move it side to side or whatever, just in the occasional circumstance where that would be useful for me, I can do that without having an entire extra piece of equipment with me. I can just get a extendable pole, thread it onto the bottom of this, and I wouldn't even have to take my camera off my tripod if I don't want to. I could thread it onto there. This is an Arca Swiss mount, which my cage has one on the bottom of it, so it's pretty much just plug and play, as modular and easy as I can possibly get it, so that when I'm in the moment, don't have to think about it. I don't have to rig anything up. I just put it on and I go. That's
the video's nice and long too, bro.
In my field is to make sure that everything I'm using is,
if you can retitle this, I would retitle this now.
Quick to apply as possible. So
retitle this now. This video is gonna fucking slap.
That perfect shot
in terms of your watch time.
Moving fast, and the moments are just flying by. Now, the next thing is in my camera bag are a variety of nicks and knacks. So in this top compartment, I always keep a third microfiber cloth. This one's a little different.
How many microfiber cloths do you have? That should be tip number 1 for your next video, dude.
Filta is what it says on the tag. It does snag really easily. You can see here there's like a lot of little snags of fabric that have started to fray away from it, but no matter what, it's always so soft. And
yo, Ugreen just sent me an email.
Job at helping absorb water or moisture that has accumulated on my lens or my rear viewfinder or my screen or anything like that, and just sort of drying off the camera in general when I need it. And so this is my go-to. I'll often stick it on my jacket when I have that on.
All right, so I gotta bounce. So I gotta get going. My 2 hours is up. Chester, I'm gonna finish watching this video later on. Solid video, man. Give yourself a little bit more credit. I gotta bounce, guys. I appreciate all of you guys hanging out. Chester, just keep on plugging away, bro. Change that title, add a thumbnail, and let it rip, dude. Chester, Andrew, Dynasty 9000, thank you so much for hanging out. I gotta bounce. Adios.